Hey everyone, I'm Klonoa64 here, and today, today, we are here for a brand new playthrough. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're back to Klonoa again after so long? And the fact that these games are back! Love to see it. Now, to make this clear, even though this is the Phantasy Reverie Series covers two games, the game I'm only going to be playing through on this is just the second game. The first reason being that the last time I played Klonoa 2 on this channel was through a live stream, and that got kind of blended in with Crash to Insanity, a game I've also redone. And you gotta remember, I have done the first game through the Wii. I know it's kind of a different experience, but my thing is, at least within my experience of this game's actually even easier than the Wii version. You jump higher, you get more hit points, from normal mode, mind you. And it's just, what happened? But anyway, that doesn't matter. What does matter is that we are here for this. Now, just like with the first Klonoa game, however, I will be doing one vision per video, just because I know the earlier visions are short, but considering I plan on getting 150 of these gemstones within each zone, not each zone, this is a Sonic game, within each vision, and on top of that, all the dolls, and there is two, not one, but two extra visions in this version. There's also some DLC where you can change the cosmetics to Klonoa. I didn't bother getting those. Like, I'm sorry, I just didn't. Also, I didn't do it. Frick. I wanted to show off that you can actually still get like the title screen shortcuts. I'll probably show it off next time, but doesn't matter. We're here. And you see that? I didn't get all of them, but I did complete it on the first time I actually got to play it. At some point, I probably will do an extra video on playing some of the visions in hard mode, because I actually do like this challenge, but we're gonna focus on playing this on normal. And again, I'm gonna make sure I turn off all the... shh.
Lulion, patrimionala.
Meow meow, unya meow. Meow na.
Luce.
Wow, oh wow. One, go on. Out of the gun. Meow, meow na.
Nior krea? Lesmu.
Meow meow, unya meow.
This. With Fran Noron, Nusreng. Share. Legun Sration.
Anud. Yumusan for Atta. Landa. Lupa. Vira Mawafu. Lucana. Vir Olalo. Wim Adu. Adulula Leon Claire. Pinola Pop. Ow! Wahoo! Wininamu Dalu. Lamia. Trappa. Via Klonoa. Klonoa. Yan Klonoa. Natura humna fatomiliana. Manyo. Wahi Larduvia. What? Go! Waguru Tamagijan! Lunatea, Launala, so big Tiganio, Lacrana, Clul, Lotada. Wahoo! Manuda. No! Ow! Ow! Wala yung ow! Manya! Wahoo! Wahoo! Wala wa! Yawarang gawagugu wawang! Pirwa? Zara! Manya Firo! Ow! Wow! Ow!
Well, guess we're moving. Okay. So, let's get this show on the road. It plays exactly like the first game, with a few neat touches, which I'll get onto later. But other than that, some of the things are harder in this game, especially like the puzzles, like in the aforementioned later visions. But we'll get to all that juiciness later.
Wahoo! Wahoo! Popo! Kuriwaru! Ow! Aguru waga muganguru! Funya? Wahoo! Wauraruku! Agaragu ambao! Wagirawang! Agar guru mudawang! Agarawagu ukian kau huwagdang! Wow! Kukianang wana bau guruang! Daruhu parahu adupa? Adupa mana dulu? Bau! Au gawawang wagyan!
Oh yeah, if you're wondering about the timer down there, I think I actually had that option on where it shows like the clear time of the game. I'll go ahead and turn this off for now. I'll just show it off when I'm done. And here's where I mentioned earlier with the costumes. This is also a thing with the Klonoa 1 version. Ooh, don't want to do that. Display settings. I actually really like the settings that got going on with this, except the bloom. At least from what I saw earlier, like when they first revealed this game, Klonoa 2 had some serious bloom issues with especially the city section where we're going to get to later. You see the theme going on here? But yes, I am going to try going for as many of the gemstones in one run as possible. If I don't get 150, I'll either do like a little bit of a section at the end where I show you how to get all 150 in one go, or I just simply do it off screen. Because like, if it's something like, say, that one section where you have to get double the gemstones, but you have to be very quick because it is pretty precise in this game. At that point, you could probably imagine what it's like getting 150 that way. The cool thing about this is that with this first zone specifically, you can actually get over 150 if you're fast enough. I managed to get 152 on my first playthrough on this version of the game. But let's talk about that real quick. Can we just admire the fact that this is even happening right now? That we're actually playing a new version of Klonoa 2, sort of. Not to mention, it just opens the gates for what potentially could be like more Klonoa games on top of, oh frick, on top of the potential we could see with either the GBA games, including the quote-unquote lost Star Heroes game. I say lost because we never got that version here. JP only. Same with the. I'm not even gonna mention that game because I know Dev's gonna hold me to that if I dare mention that. Oh god. Okay, nice. This was the section in this zone that I was, god dang it, that division I was considered worrying about the most. It really does not help that, like, the general perception of Klonoa himself in Klonoa 2 really does look like something you'd see off of a freaking Sonic game. It really doesn't. Oh, speaking of which, get used to the fact that there's some hidden eggs that there are, like, no indicators for. Like, I remember that in the PS2 version, that if you walk over it, there's a little, you could see a little bit of a swirl to it, and when you touch it, it briefly goes visible. But here, oh yeah, this is what I was referring to. If you hit this fairy right here, every gemstone you get will double. And as you'll probably see here, it's gonna go over 150 just because I was fast enough to get the remaining 3. Well, maybe. But yes, the Phantasy Reverie Series. The fact that it's basically, I don't even know what to call this. Is it a remaster of the 2 games? And it's definitely not an enhanced port. A remake of the 2? I just don't know. Because, like, it's not very clear, and Bandai Namco doesn't seem to know the answer on that either, since they also seem to mix the 2 terms. Not a big deal, of course. Okay, I got all 3 of them, so that's 153 just like that.
Manila, Lunatea. Ow! Klonoa! Wow, one! I got new gun! Wow! Yeah, Radu.
Before I hit that, though, I wanted to make something else to notice that there actually is a 2-player support, just like with the original PS2 release. However, unfortunately, it's still just you, like the second player, doing like a support jump. Basically, little brother mode.
Wanya! Lama Fitira, Duanto Tigperio. Wago, Periora Chago Mugago. Agang, Agum Gang Agum Perio. Agum Agugang, Gang Kwan. Turn a la pop. Yang! Magawang! Au Pagaji! Pagaji? Murimyo? Bawagu! Wapa! Yang Lunatea! Yang! Lunatea. Bagu Lunatea. Da.
And of course the game auto-saves. But you probably already know about that. So, if you hear that little jingle in the back, along with the little doll you just saw, it means you managed to get 150 or 150 plus gemstones in one vision. And now you can actually check the play data where you see all the dolls that we'll see later. Again, it'll only be more apparent once we get further into the game. Now, technically, this isn't a whole vision, but rather a cutscene, so I'll let this one play, then I'll end the video off here.
Here, Tradia Factomilionara.
Luya, El Bagji. Aduna Lefi. Bien. Penion, il kes Fupalesia.
Adieu.
Agurugu. Agyangu, Anwaguru Bagji. Yaurugu, Moan.
Adu the Klonoa. Trandilap Drup. Drup the young tree. Dia Lilna Lagu Eluna Verio. Adu Ladiara. Via Lubadu. Lunatea Griafon. Landana Fiaidu Genshin Donio.
ユベルクロダンフトムエルナアプトのフェイロン
Balamu. Fia Dupan. Ubalat Zana da Verio. Da Figuna Verio. Ablu Digondu Elnala. Baldanu da Diom Banam Grupalage. Video Yuglan. Urabani Gandana Elna Unada. Pafudam Lamba Dunanga.
フリュリャファロウェムオーラアチュルン
La Fatomiliona, Klonoa. Badu Yuludan. Alamaloya.
ワフ Wow. Tadu, manjura hutiong kurapalana.
Adu. Dam dia dugon pasiv kuriarina. Iglio gaun fas kuriara.
Hatskuela. Eh? Nikalana. Lata. Oh, guru.
I'd like to once again reiterate that this game being remade is probably the best decision Banco has made within the past year, honestly, because like they've been kind of on fire with this. And the crazy thing is, on top of this, there's also the Pac-Man World game that they're remaking too. That game's a full remake compared to this. And I'm honestly thinking that with 2, with Klonoa 2, it's a remake, but with the first game, it's a remaster of the Wii version using the PS1 version of Klonoa as a reference. I don't know. It's kind of confusing to explain, but I do know that this game is basically a remake from the PlayStation 2 version. Anyway, I'll talk more about like the cutscenes and other features that this version of the game has to offer, or at least made visible. But until then, this is Artorius64 signing off. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay n-safe, stay natural fueled, stay tuned to Just Real Life, and of course, stay dreamy. But most importantly, stay warm!